I mean, you're constantly looking at new tools and playing with new stuff. And like, and on the AI side, I think the AI is going to be the next thing that I'm a little bit worried every client's going to be like, oh, I want AI to write my emails. Cause I want to get your take on this. I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I think having AI process data from like a vendor or from something that you've scraped to processing one of these intent signals or triggers, and then having it kind of write a sentence or like 8 words about that signal so that you can incorporate it as a custom variable in a campaign. I think that's a great idea. But I think if you sit down and ChatGPT and say, hey, I am this type of company, I'm targeting these types of companies, write me an email that does X, Y, and that like write me a cold email for them, I think you might be doing it wrong.
I totally agree. There's just like a lot more nuance to like really good sales copy. I'm sure AI will get there. What I've seen today on spending countless hours using it, I'm not impressed with it. Just like the eye test, and you use it in campaigns, and it's okay. The thing I think that people get wrong with ChatGPT is it's a better tool to help you be relevant, like write relevant content. Personalization without being relevant is just waste of time. Waste of time. Being relevant in your emails is so much more powerful, and you don't need personalization to do that. That being said, totally depends on your company. If you only have 50 companies you can go after and a very small space, spend the extra time personalizing. And so it's one of those things where, again, it always depends, but if you're going to spend an hour every day, I would spend that hour trying to be as relevant as I possibly can versus spending that hour like, hey, I saw you went to X college, go Wildcats. Did you really like the hot dogs that they served at the stadium? Like sometimes you get those emails, and I get them too. I mean, I had an amazing email from Gong. Shout out Gong. I had the best personalized email. I'm a like trained pilot. I have my ratings. Never really did it before I got into sales too much, but I saw in my LinkedIn that my first job was a flight instructor, and they reached out to me and had this crazy email that was like, you're descending through 2,000 feet, you're in the clouds, all of a sudden your instruments don't work, you don't know where you are. And it was like this wild. And I was like, this is amazing, like the best email ever. Unfortunately, it's totally irrelevant for me. I don't need that at all. But like, wow, that was a great email. I even emailed the pack being like, this is amazing, but like totally not relevant to what we do, because Gong doesn't integrate with any of our tech. We're an outsourced sales development shop. We're not, AE closers or anything like that. So, I mean, that would be a really good example. I'm sure she spent a ton of this before ChatGPT. So I'm sure she spent a ton of time doing it. Best email I've ever gotten by far or sent. But yeah, totally not relevant.
I feel the same way about Chili Pepper. Though that team knows how to write emails, and I think they also believe that we will eventually become a customer. And I feel the same way. Like the emails they send are just awesome. They do a great job, and I'm like, it's just not relevant to me right now.
Totally.
Your tool is shaped this way. My need is shaped this way. It doesn't fit. It doesn't make sense. It probably never will. And I'm like, I want you to put me on a global block list. Not so that you stop bothering me. I love these emails. They're great. I want your SDRs to stop wasting your time on me because, like, I know who you are. You've already established that relationship. You just poke me and be like, hey, once a year, hey, has anything changed? I think they've like earned that at this stage. I've interviewed like 6 people from Chili Pepper on the podcast. Like any of them could easily pick that up. They're like, pick up a phone and call me and be like, hey, is it relevant? Has anything changed? And be like, nope. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. But I think to your point, like if you're going to spend time focusing on how am I going to make my outreach, how am I going to prioritize reaching out to the right 10 accounts, 100 accounts this week versus how do I personalize the heck out of this email and send it to a random cohort of people?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like right message, right time, right person. You only need 2 to the 3 to get some traction in an account. If you have the right time, the right message, hopefully you're getting a referral. You just kind of work your way through, because if it's the right time and it's the right person, even if your content isn't perfect and you haven't personalized, if that person needs a SOC 2 audit and you sent them an email being like, hey, I do SOC 2 audits, and it's the right time and the right person, they're going to book a meeting with you. So it's like you're just trying to make sure that you have 2 of those 3 as you're defining and going to market with your new campaigns, your new plays.